What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so as I'm recording this, we have just 41 more minutes of eligibility for trade time. I don't think there's going to be any more big trades. It might be smaller, hanging fruit type trades, role players, but I doubt there'll be a biggie, but maybe I'm wrong. This was a significant trade, and it involved one of the best teams in the NBA, who, in my opinion, have gotten better, that being the Cleveland Cavaliers. They traded Caris Levert for DeAndre Hunter. And the Atlanta Hawks and the Cleveland Cavaliers are the latest to get in on the action ahead of today's NBA trade deadline. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Hawks are sending forward DeAndre Hunter to Cleveland in exchange for Caris LeVert, George Niang, 3 second-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. Now, of course, Caris LeVert he was having a great year, a bit streaky as far as his career is concerned, up and down type guy. But he was having a career year shooting, I think, especially from outside. But acquiring DeAndre Hunter, in my opinion, is definitely an upgrade. He's not the defender that Caris LeVert is, but overall as a player, he's younger and he's just better. He was averaging 19 points a game coming off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks. As a matter of fact, I want to say he's the leading, maybe the favorite for Sixth Man of the Year. Now, he's never quite reached the potential that people felt that he had when he was selected in the 2019 NBA draft, but he still is, compared to Caris LeVert, he's a better player. And he puts Cleveland, in my opinion, in an even better position to contend for an NBA title, because we all know that the Thunder just got Chet Holmgren back, so they're going to be even more improved. So the Cavaliers are probably looking at 2 teams, in my opinion, as far as the measuring stick, as far as where they are, the Thunder and the Boston Celtics. I think this move, to me, probably puts them ahead of Boston. Like, to me, I'm not even sold on Boston anymore. Like, Boston, to me, I don't even want to go on I'm going to do it. Hell with it. I just never was sold on Boston. I know Boston won a championship last year. But if you recall, if you study last year, even though they won 64 games, there were a lot of injuries in the Eastern Conference last year, right? A lot of teams suffered from injuries. Remember, injuries decimated the Bucks. I know they haven't reached their potential this year, but they had injuries last year. A lot of teams had injuries. Plus, in the playoffs, they played against teams that fortuitously, for the Celtics at least, suffered from injuries every round. So, at the end of the day, I just never saw them as the world beaters, the media, or people trying to make them out to be. I think the Cavs are the best team. I think they already were. I think this solidifies. For the Hawks, I think they lose this trade. And if anything, I think this was mostly to gain more draft picks. So you can make an argument that, I don't know his contract situation. Someone can remind me of it. But this makes me think that in another 2 years, old boy may not be in Atlanta no more. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I don't think Trae Young's going to stay there. Because, let me see something. Here. Yeah, Atlanta's 23-28. So they can't keep living off of that one run they had back in 2021 with Trey Young. They're not doing anything. Quinn Snyder's not doing anything, but of course, he don't get no smoke magically once again, whatever. So yeah, the Hawks might be looking at some things with Trey Young and that whole could be a team down there. But anyway, yeah, I think that this pushes Cleveland a little bit further. And look, he's shooting 39% from three, so he fits into their schematics. And there's also the tie-in with Ty Jerome. They played college ball together. He and DeAndre Hunter won a championship together. So they have chemistry together. So yeah, I like this. I like this deal. This was a big deal. And usually teams that are where they are right now, I think they are 40-10 on the year, the Cavaliers. Teams like that usually don't like to make too many big moves, but this was a good one. This was a good one. And I think most Cavalier fans were looking at either acquiring a DeAndre Hunter. If I said Hopkins, I'm sorry. Forced to have it. If I said Hopkins before, I don't think I did, but I know those Cavaliers fans are probably looking at, either acquiring a DeAndre Hunter or Cam Johnson. So I think this was a good pickup. I think most Cavalier fans would agree that this is a good pickup, man. But Caris Levert, so he's a solid guy. He's a solid player. And by the way, I know this has nothing to do with this trade, but I wonder if there's a possibility that the Lakers may acquire Dennis Schroeder for a third time, because I think that more than likely the Jazz are going to buy him out, and they could use a guy like him in LA, a guy that can create for himself, coming off the bench, and could score. I wonder if Dennis Johnson might be acquired by the Lakers again. I don't know. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.